This is a response to Suburban Rider and Delinquitious. And I keep wondering if that doesn't mean delicious delinquent? I don't know. Anyway, the topic of the day is motovlogging rules. What are the rules of motovlogging? And I have what I think is a good response to this. We shall see. My own thoughts around this are that there are no real rules except to have fun and be safe. I think those are really the only hard rules. Everything else is more or less a guideline. So you may be wondering, what is the difference between a rule and a guideline? Well, a rule is kind of like a law. It's something that you're supposed to adhere to, not that you always will or that everyone always will. Rules aren't necessarily meant to be broken. That is a misconception. Rules are meant not to be broken, and when you do, you're in violation of the rules, and there are generally consequences. Well, for guidelines are kind of like the little lines in a kid's coloring book. You're supposed to stay within those guidelines for the best results, but you don't have to. So that's how I feel about motovlogging and the concepts of rules around them. I think they're more or less guidelines. A few things that Chuck had touched on were things like videos should be at a sweet spot of about 7 minutes. I actually think the sweet spot is more between 3 and 5. I've seen some really great 3-minute videos from True. I'll post a link to his videos up here to his channel. Especially during the last August Veda, where he was doing a video a day. What he did is he kept cutting his videos, cutting out all the silence, and he crammed a lot of vlogging into a 3-minute video. They were very interesting, kept your attention, and that was great. I'm not saying that a long video is a bad thing. Navy Thomas 8, that's somebody else that I watch. His videos are notoriously long. He doesn't really do a lot of editing with them most of the time, and that's fine. Honestly, with long videos, if I get a chance to watch them at all, I'm generally multitasking. But again, it's not a rule, it's a guideline. Other guidelines are, if you're not going to edit out the junk, if you're not going to edit out all the dead space, try to think about what it is you want to talk about before you bother turning your camera on. That will maximize the amount of time that somebody's sitting there watching your video with whatever dead air. So kind of think about what it is you want to talk about before you turn the camera on. Sometimes that helps. Again, guidelines, not rules. Let's see, what else? I had a whole bunch of them. Other guidelines. Music videos. Sometimes music videos are interesting, you know. Music can be added to a video to enhance it. I like to hear the vlogging. That's what I generally watch for. I don't really find a lot of interest in watching somebody ride their motorcycle down the road for 10 minutes while playing whatever their favorite tune is. I mean, it's, you know, sometimes there's interesting scenery, or there are other things going on, or maybe a slideshow or something that can be interesting. Again, it's a guideline, not a rule. But you know, one thing that I really personally don't care for is, you know, really long videos where it's just somebody riding down the road. There's no talking, there's no real scenery, so to speak, and I don't know, I find a hard time watching that. I subscribe to most people because I want to hear them talking about what's happening in their life, what they think about things, etc. So again, it's a guideline. Okay, folks, so right here, this is my straight arrow sign, my one-way sign. Let me find a place here to pull over safely, and I will do my runaround. And it's very public, you can see. A lot of people at the park today. And let's see if I can run between these. Yep, there we go. All right, so that was my straight arrow sign. And I'll pull over here in the parking lot so everybody can watch me make a fool of myself. Just circle around here. But anyway, back to the rules of vlogging. Again, there's no real rules, folks, other than have fun and try to be safe. Do what you want, do what makes you happy, talk about the things that you enjoy, and the rest of us will hopefully enjoy it too. Stay within the guidelines or don't. I mean, but know, it's up to you. Oh, the other thing, guidelines are kind of like recipes. If you follow the recipe, you got a good chance of creating something good to eat. If you deviate from the recipe, you can create something that's really great, or you can create something that really, really sucks. So, you know, that's it's a little more of a risk, right? But there's no rule that says you have to follow a recipe exactly, right? So, here we go. This is my Solar Bear Challenge straight sign. The sign is actually over there, and this is a very public park. You can see people sitting around. These kids are going to be watching me, but that's all right. So here we go. Solar Bear, Solar Bear, Solar Bear, Solar Bear, Solar Bear. That's one. Solar Bear, Solar Bear, Solar Bear, Solar Bear, Solar Bear. That's two. Solar Bear, Solar Bear, Solar Bear, Solar Bear. And that's three. Oh, and I'm tired and dizzy. All right. Yeah, and the kid's sitting on the bench telling their poppy, hey, there's a crazy guy running around his motorcycle over there. But that's all right. Okay. So, Solar Bear number 2 in the bag. I think the next one I gotta find is a do not enter sign. I think that's the next one on my list. Anyway, for any new motovloggers out there, again, the rules: be safe, have fun, do what you want to. Yeah, next one's do not enter. Do what you want to, but really, no rules. If you want to have good videos, you can follow some of the guidelines that myself and others have tried to lay out. But again, it's up to you. Don't think you have to stay within the guidelines. You can definitely deviate. You can make videos that are longer, shorter, with music, without music, whatever floats your boat. So anyway, guys, that is it for the Solar Bear Challenge SBC II video 2 for RC62. A lot of 2s in there, huh? Peace, brothers and sisters. Okay. Where to now? That is the question. Where to now? Okay. This is a response to Chuck, Suburban Rider, and to Delinquentious